a lot of coaches want to know or work through the process of how players and coaches, for that matter, deal with mistakes and errors. I want to expand that question, if you don't mind, there, Alan. I also want to know how we should handle success as well. I think sometimes we start talking about errors, mistakes, and we go down a positive, or they go down that negative route. But when kids start having success, we haven't really taught them how to deal with that either. If you couldn't, if you don't mind, dabbling in both of those ponds, I'd appreciate it.
Well, for me, when it comes to mistake, I've worked hard over the last portion of my life, because in full transparency, and let me say that many of the things that I teach and I share and I coach now were things that I did not do particularly well when I was a high school and college athlete. It's kind of the almost the tale of two lives. Many of the things that I teach and coach and share now, I've learned the hard way, because there were plenty of times, as a high school and college athlete, that I blamed, complained, and made excuses. There were plenty of times that I had a bad attitude and that I was upset about playing time. And so please know that everything I'm sharing, I'm not sharing from a position of mastery, and I'm not sharing from a position of I've never made mistakes. Everything I'm sharing with you, I have screwed up at some point, including the parenting stuff. So this just happens to be where I am on my journey right now. One of the things that I've learned to do recently, is in the last decade of my life, but I wish that I would have adopted as a high school and college player, because it would have radically changed my performance, is having what's called a next play mentality, which means no matter what just happened on the field or court, I quickly move to the next play. I just turned the ball over. Oh, well, next play. I just missed a wide open shot. Oh, well, next play. The referee didn't blow the whistle and I think I got fouled. Oh, well, next play. It's not letting anything that just happened in a previous play affect your performance in the current or the next play. It's if you've in basketball, which is the world that I spent most of my time in. So that's why most of these references come from basketball, but you all know how to adapt them to your specific sports. If I miss my first 6 shots, I still need to shoot the 7th shot with the same confidence as if I had made the first 6. I can't think to myself, oh my gosh, I've missed 6. I sure hope I don't miss this one. Because now you're coming at it from a fear of failure position. So being able to quickly move to the next play is really important. And it's equally important when things go well. So you just made a great pass. So what? Next play. You just hit a big 3. Okay, next play. You just drove to the basket, got fouled, and you have an and one. No need to flash the double biceps. Just move to the next play. So no matter what's going on in your life, quickly refocus the lens on the next play, because there's nothing about the play that just happened that you can do anything about. And I do that in my life now. I'm very amicably divorced, so I only have my kids half of the time. And as much as I strive to be a fully present and engaged father, I am not perfect. There are times where I can acknowledge when I drop my kids back off at their mom's house, I can acknowledge I wasn't as present with my kids tonight as I would have liked to have been. But I don't beat myself up over. I just simply learn from it and I move away and just say the next time I'm with my kids, I will do a better job in being present. And that's the other thing that I would say about mistakes. First and foremost is hold yourself to an extreme level of ownership and accountability. Do not blame, complain, or make an excuse. That turnover was my fault. That missed shot was my fault. The referee didn't blow the whistle. Doesn't matter. I own my responsibility and accountability. Then you also make sure you learn from it. So this failure or this mistake or this turnover that just happened, what can I learn from this so that I don't repeat it moving forward? And then just wipe the whiteboard clean and move on to the next play. And if you can do those things consistently, you'll realize that both sport and life is nothing but a series of repetitions. Everything is another rep. And we're going to get lots of reps in our life. And you just need to be open to doing the best you can for every rep and learning from the reps that don't go well, and then trying to repeat and double down on the reps that do.